Here is Ayres chairs. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Woohoo. All right, so let me put my goggles on. Do this correctly here. Open up the box. Here's the instructions right here. We got an A bag. We got a B bag. We got a C bag with corrugated sheets. So there's not a lot of parts in here, but got a lot of cardboard. So it looks like a lot of the walls, yeah, all the walls are corrugated. So how many sheets are in here? Oh man, look how thick that is. All right, so we got this roof. We got 10-foot corrugated sheets, 8-foot corrugated sheets. What's on this side here? We got cut out, otherwise omit aluminum in gable areas. Okay, so those are the gables right there. That's the roof. Okay. And this one looks just wall C. That's roof G. Wall C right there. Dock line. Door, big door, big door. There's roof with a peak. Another roof. Door, 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 door. No aluminum this wall. Okay. Oh, here's some plastic. What do we have here? Ayres chairs. 4 signs. Okay. What do we have here? Wall A over AA. 4-foot aluminum. 12 HO foot aluminum. Okay, right there. And here's gable L. Wall E, wall F. There's some more walls. Wall D. There's wall D. Here's wall B. Wall B. Some more gables. What's that? Cut out cradle floor. Right there. Okay, so that's all the cardboard right there. So, and the signs. Look at some of this stuff in here. We got some blowers, like 3 different blowers. Oh. That looks like a dust collector right there. The little funnel. Lots of windows. What else in there? Oh, we got some brass rods. Okay, so we got some piping in there, so I guess we'll use that. Okay. What else? An A bag is where all the wood is. And we got one little square in there. It looks like a dice. A bunch of okay, 3/32 inch squares. The same size. Okay, so there's all the corrugated sheets right there. So let's take a look at, usually they have at least 2 drawings, pages, but they only got 1 here. Okay, so here's the one. Okay, right there. How about we look at it this way here? Let me do this. There's that side. And this side here. Okay, there you go. I'll have to take a picture and all that stuff right there. So that's going to be interesting. So it's got a big, I thought that when I looked at the photo of it, I thought that was a water tank, but that looks like a dust collector. And would you look at this right here? All right. Something similar to what we had in the coal hoppers. Okay, so a lot of gabled roofs on it. Oh, it is going to be interesting. Okay, here's the end view of it here. This is what it's going to look like here. The end view right there. Oops, get my finger out of the way. All right, so there you have it. So let's see if they have the history of what Ayres chairs is about. Okay, here we go. Let me see if they have any photos in here. Maybe isometric. Oh, they got the isometric drawing right here. Here's the isometric. Okay, so there you go. Isometric. Okay, there you go. All right. So not a lot of instructions if you only got, this side with the instructions here. So a lot of cardboard to cut out and a lot of corrugated sheets to cut. So let's start reading what they have to say here. The Ayres chair factory is modeled from a prototype building which, that's its and writing in 1976, is still standing and is used today as part of a lumber company located near 4th and Poinsetta Street in Santa Ana, California. Before you begin your factory, examine the parts and familiarize yourself with their locations on the model. Read through the entire instructions and try to visualize each step before starting construction. The orthographic drawing are full size to enable the modeler to use them as templates when necessary. In using the drawings as templates, first check them against the parts. Sometimes they're going to be bigger and sometimes they're going to be smaller depending on shrinkage. All that good stuff. So, stock length wood wisely. Always use the shortest pieces possible. Save all end cuts and do not discard any excess material after a part has been cut. Yes, sir. I save them all. Whatever wood parts are to be stained should be done before construction begins, since the glue will seal the wood and the stain will not take. Well, I don't do it that way. Paint the plastic parts with paint that will not attack them, darker color. Okay, cut out all the wall and roof pieces from the 5 cards using a very sharp knife against a straight edge. With a pencil, identify each of these on the back with their appropriate letter, A, B, C, etc. Trim out all the plastic window, door, and attic vent openings. Check and fill the plastic parts. Check the fit of the plastic parts. Retrim if necessary for the perfect fit, but do not glue any of these parts in place at this time. Cut out the gabled areas noted on the roof card H if your model is to be lighted and the lighting to show through the gabled windows. If the model will not be lighted, the roof may remain as is. Cut out any freight door openings for these you wish to be open or ajar on your model. Save the cutouts for the doors. Examine the cardstock pieces carefully and notice that there are several different scale heights of corrugated aluminum provided for the walls and roofs. The cardstock pieces are lined and noted as to the size to be used for each individual section. There is also an overlap area between each horizontal row of aluminum and an overhanging allow at some edges of the roof cards, all of which are indicated by the tone strips on the cards and explained in step 3. So here is step 1. But we have to cut out all the pieces. Step one is the corrugated aluminum. Corrugated aluminum is very easy to work with and will have a clean edge if cut with a very sharp knife. We use several light strokes. Okay, blah, 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 blah. For bonding the aluminum card, use Walther's glue. I just use Aleene's. Lay out the corrugated in one sheet across the length, and we don't do that. We cut them into appropriate lengths, which are 5/16. Did I tell you what? Okay, most prototype corrugated comes in 26-inch widths, so when overlapping, they cover a 2-foot section. Begin by cutting all the aluminum except for 2 strips of the 10-foot HO foot, 2 strips of the 8 HO foot, and 1-inch section of the 12 HO foot strips. Ooh, so you got 8, 10, and 12 foot. Into scale 26-inch panels, approximately 5/16 inch wide. The 2 10-foot 10-foot full-length strips are for the freight doors of wall A. The 2 8-foot full-length pieces are for the roof gables, and the 12-foot section is for the freight doors wall D. That is step one. So even before we get to step one, we got to cut out all these doors on here. So everything is cardboard. So where's all the wood come into place? Because I see gang planks in there. I guess that's the loading dock. Huh? So we got 3/32. We got some 2x4 material. We got some gangplank. 1, 2, a bunch of gangplank, different size, different assorted sizes on there. Okay, so let me read ahead and see what we got in store for us. Wall E, no D bag. We got a wall E. Let me see if we got a wall E. We got a wall D. Wall F. Where's the wall? Wall E, right there. Okay. Wall E, right there. Wall E, right there. Wall F. What F? Wall A. There's a wall A. Wall A. There's Wall A and Wall E. They're brothers. Wall A and Wall E is brothers. Should be an easy, yeah, it should be an easy build. Just cutting out all these things here. Roof J, wall AA, and doors. Okay, what's this? Roof I, wall C, okay, so I'll just lay all these things out. We're going to have to cut those. 5 cards. I'll put the short ones over here. Put a long one here. Let's see what says step 2 says. Step 2 is we get cardstock, corrugated the wall cards, front wall, left side wall, back wall, right side wall, upper front wall, upper back wall, roof gable, and roof gable. Okay, so let's get back over here. There you go. Big fun. There you go. All right. On walls ACE, F, it is absolutely necessary that the aluminum be glued in place to extend 3/32 to 1/8 inch past the length of each wall on each side edge, because you're going to probably be bending it over. This excess aluminum will be folded around the corners. Hey, how did I guess that? Of the building. Okay. Also, do not attempt to follow the gable angles or any angles cut top. Simply use full-size pieces. Cut them off later on. To corrugate all wall cards, begin with the bottom of each cardstock piece aligned with the top. Okay, it tells you how to do it. The roof gables K and L will take a little special care. K and L. So the roof gables K and L. So let me see the K and L. There's the L right here. There's another L right there. And here's a K right there. So two L's and a K. We'll take a little special care first using a sharp knife and a straight edge score along the dotted lines. Okay, where's the dotted lines in there? Okay, so that's where we're going to have to fold them. Do not cut all the way through the cards. Now fold the triangle shaped side of each gable back until they are at a 90-degree angle with the front surface of the card stock piece. Put glue on the face of the card stock, which surrounds the windows only, leaving the triangle shaped sides untouched, and lay each gable in piece on the two strips of 8 HO foot 8 HO 8 HO. Why don't they say 8-foot HO aluminum mask? Make sure there are ample space which the gables for the aluminum to be wrapped around the glue to the triangle sides later. And they say 8 HO foot. With all walls corrugated, turn them face down on a piece of wax paper and weigh them so they will not warp. When all are thoroughly dry, clear all the windows. Okay, corrugated top roof cards C. Roofs. G, H, I, and J. The roof cards are corrugated basically the same manner as the wall cards, except that excess 1/32 of aluminum must extend past the bottom and side edges. Okay. Step number 4, painting the aluminum. Step number 5, the freight door frames and door guides. Okay, now we get into some wood. 16th by 16th by 6 freight door frames and door guide material. And that's A4 and A5, 4 pieces, 1/6 by 1/8 by 1 3/16 freight door frame. If you wish any of the freight doors or wall AA to open or ajar, okay, so where's wall AA? AA, here's wall AA, 1, 2, 3, there's 5 doors on there. And you have not cut them out previously, do so at this time. Glue wall A, corrugated side out to the face of wall AA. Okay, here's AA, so where's A? D, B, C, where did I have wall A? Wall A was next to wall E, huh? I remember that, wall A was next to wall E. Okay, here's wall A over AA. Okay, so this just gets stacked because they look the same. So there's wall A and wall AA. Wall A and wall AA. So it's just stacked like that, and wall AA has the doors on it. Okay, so there we go. Side face the wall AA, keeping the top side edges perfectly flush. Using the template draw as a guide, cut the glue of the door frames in the openings. We can put the door frames in there. Using the right side and back views reference to the 3 door guides for above the freight doors opening and glue them into place. That's my neighbor 2 doors down. The freight doors. Oh, he's getting an early start on it. Boom! Using 2 pieces of 10 HO foot and the 1-inch section of 12 HO foot aluminum, which was not previously cut into panels. Cover the cardstock freight doors. Begin at the 10-foot aluminum and cut to the 5 door. Blah, blah, blah. Step number 7, the inside wall supports. 12 pieces, 3/32 by 3/32 by 3 3/4. That's a bunch of them that are right there. Support and stiffener material, lay walls A, C, E, and F. A, F, why is B? Oh, B is the edge. So B and D is the edge, and A, C, and E is the plastic windows and doors, assembling the walls, blah, 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 blah. And the dock, more wood, 3/64 by 1 3/4 inch. Got 6 pieces of that, and then 4 pieces of 16th by 3/32 by 7 5/8 door floor beam material, and 42 pieces dock legs, 16th by 16th by 3/8. We got all them in there, and then 2 pieces 1/32 by 1/16 by 7 5/8. So normally when you have something, they already give the dimension of it. It's bin assembly. Okay. The chute assembly, the cap strips, the smoke jack, installing the freight doors. Okay, so that's it. Not too difficult. So 1, 2, so you got 3 gable, 3 L's. You got 3 L's, 1, 2, oh, there's, okay, 3. You got 3 L's and a K. The 3 L's are the short ones, and the K is like a triple one. Okay, got a smoke jack, bin wall, front wall assembly, rotated. Okay, that little bin right there, you got to build it yourself with A14 and A15. So 2 pieces, 1/32 by half by 3/4. Chute top and bottom section. A15, 2 pieces, 1/32 by 5/32 by 1 inch chute section material. So that the gangplank shit. Maybe some of it ain't gangplank. Okay, so should I start cutting this shit out? I'll be here all night cutting this shit out here, huh? Okay, let's see what I missed in the chat. Cutting cardboard is biggest pain in the ass. Aluminum is easy in comparison. Yeah, I use the parallel tool for the aluminum. Need for really sharp blades. I sharpen my blades, keep stone on my desk just for it. I got a sharpening stone right here. I'll have to keep this out just in case because all this cardboard here. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, about like 1,000 blades a couple years ago. Should have enough to last me the rest of my life with sharpening. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and plus the straight edge blades. Plus assorted right here. All these number 18s, and I don't know what these other numbers are here. A lot of them are 18s. Oh my goodness. I forgot I had these things right here. That thing right there. It's got a little hook on it, and it closes up. And then this thing right here that holds on to shit. Got 4 prongs on it. That's a handy tool. I don't know for what, I don't know, but you know, we'll figure it out. Okay, so let me start cutting some of this shit out, and then it's 9:30 already. I'll cut one sheet out. Do roof J and wall AA and gable L. And roof J has an overhang. It uses 8 HO aluminum, 2 rows of it. Gable L, use 8 HO foot. Okay, so there you go. Let's start cutting. All right, here we go. Let me make sure it's tight in here now. What's this one here? Here's Wall-E. Wall-E. There you go. Roof J, wall AA with the loading dock doors. Okay, so this goes on top of that, like that, but we're not going to cut out that yet. And two L's. La 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 la. Okay, there we go. La la. Put that up there. Put that up there. These magnets are great. You know what? I have not been able to find any of these type magnets anywhere. So there you go. I don't know what they're not selling them anymore. All right, so I just thought about that. You know, when I was putting that stuff up on the magnet up on top. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful 250th anniversary of America.